Hello everybody, it's me, a friendly porcupine, and yeah, Mega, it's official, they have updated their figures. And today, I'm going to talk about and show you some up close and personal details with these new flat figures that we're getting. Boom, let's go. But first, let's talk about how they improved from the older one. So here is the older one, and here is the newer one. Yeah, quite a big difference there. For starters, I really love that Mega is updating their flat figures instead of just, hey, let's throw in these figures and call it a day because we're lazy and cheap. Hey, look everybody, it's flat. No, Mega actually went in and actually updated them. So, good job Mega on that. Also, another thing, look at those new molds, look at those badass wash painting jobs. Mega, this is what you're known for, not those generic ass colors that Lego always does. You're known for those awesome hyper detail, hyper realism like molds and paint jobs. This is what you do best. And another thing I want to say, I really love that the Mega team is actually showing us the behind the scenes of how they make their figures happen. Like, thank you so much Mega for taking us along on this adventure journey. I really appreciate it. We all really appreciate it. You can see right here, the Mega team actually painting their figures. Now what I believe here is what's going on is they're actually beta testing their paints on the figures to see how they look. It would be fucking crazy if they actually on mass scale painted every single figure hand painted. That would be just way too damn much work. So that's why I assume it's the beta, but Mega has blown us out of the ballpark many times. Anyways, another thing before I continue, look, that is the name of the set. HNC 59, which is their Mega Construx code, Traxxas Tower Flat. To bring in more attention to detail, it is 632 pieces and retailing for $74.99. Quite expensive.
Tell me about it.
That's quite a lot of money, but if this is the only way to actually get awesome Halo flat sets, this might just be I know a lot of people wouldn't give two fucks about the price because you just get the Halo flat figures. Also, another thing about the Halo flat figures, I really wish they also did a Marine flat figure. But all is not lost. Look specifically at how they did the Covenant figures. Knowing Mega, they would not design their things to just only be a one-use case. When they build their molds, they like to have their use be used in multiple situations. Which is why, for example, you can see in this hand, it actually looks like the flat thing that you attach it to is compatible with the rest of the figure because it's the all same figure. But specifically, that hand right there, it looks like you can just grab that hand and attach it to other, for example, Master Chief, which has all of the flat guts spilled over. You're probably wondering, this just looks like the regular Master Chief we always get. Not quite. He has all of the flat blood spilled over him. Yeah, tried to say that a million times. Flat blood, flat blood, flat blood. It's a new tongue twister. You're welcome. Anyways, the point what I'm trying to make is these figures, knowing how Mega does it, they would make them compatible. And so, if you want to make a Halo flat Marine, you probably can just buy one of the Marine sets, which there are many of, combine it with the flat parts, and boom, you make a flat Marine. Because if Mega ever introduces the flat with the modern articulation, they will not introduce it in a shitty system where it only works for one figure and not the other. Also, another thing, are they updating the combat flat Juggernaut? Doesn't seem like to me like they are. It basically looks like the same one we've always gotten. So you would think they would have probably updated it with more articulation, just like how they did with the Hunters. Remember the Hunters? You would think they would have had the same treatment, but that's just me anyways. Still though, the paint job is good. I think it would have looked much more better with the better articulation. Let me know, post down in the comment section. Let me know if you guys agree, if the flat Juggernaut also could have used an improvement. But anyways, that's besides the point. We're focusing on the actual improvements here, which are the Covenant Elite. And another improvement, check this out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but remember how all of the hand molds for Halo, they always look the same. Doesn't matter if it's a human, doesn't matter if it's a Covenant Elite. Covenant Elite in the game have 4 fingers, humans have 5 fingers. Last time I checked, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 5. Uh-oh, one of them is missing. Uh-oh. Ay, ay, ay. I've been playing too much Flood and one of them beat it off. Oh, well. Yeah. The point here is it looks like they actually changed the mold that they use for the hands. If they did, good job, Mega. Because that was always one of the little takeaways. It always was one of the stains of the figures. You put in so much detail in these awesome figures, and then for the hands to be genetic like that, it always just didn't sit right with me. It was like that one stain on a very beautiful artwork. Now that they have fixed it up, it appears to me, not using that type of hand mold, now it will look much more accurate. It looks to me like they just used the TMNT hand mold, specifically that one, rather than using the genetic Master Chief hand mold, which is already kind of getting old. But hey, it works for Master Chief because he has 5 fingers. Yada 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 yada. Another thing to note, just look at how long and scary that hand is. If you compare to the original one, it is long, it is also scary, but not as scary as that new one. That new one looks horrific. That joint's gonna give you nightmares. If you play your cards right. Also, another thing, look carefully at that hand. Kinda reminds me of those Destiny zombies. Yeah, I don't play Destiny, I call them Destiny zombies. Roast my ass if you want to, I could give 2 fucks. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna call them the Destiny zombies, but it looks like they inspired themselves actually from the Destiny zombies. To me, the way the hand gurgles and things, knowing Mega, that's probably how they would do it, but knowing Mega as well, look, doesn't it look like you can actually grip a gun with that hand? Yeah, imagine this Flood Covenant Elite, right? Imagine him dual-wielding 2 energy swords. How badass would that be? Also, another thing, if you wanted to, you know how when you sometimes kill the Flood in the video games, you kill them, the little whiskers of the Flood, the antennas, they just die out? Yeah, you could probably actually remove those parts from the Flood. Here's also another angle. Of course, we know the other hand can obviously grip, but do we know that that hand can do it? Well, either way. Also, another interesting thing. Why did they specifically decide to make those Flood claws that long? I have a theory. Could it mean that with those Flood claws and with that hand over there acting as a backhand, you know, to hold the figure in place, what if you shove Master Chief in there into the claw grip of that Flood figure? Would that Flood figure actually be able to hold Master Chief and toss him across the room? Just like in all the other games. If they did that right, and if that's actually possible, Mega, mwah, 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 I think I might actually just be worth the $75. Especially if we get all the awesome cool pieces and shit. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see how the rest of the set comes out, but knowing how the figures look, I am excited as fuck. I might even just be sold just there, just alone on the fingers. Let me know in the comments down below if you would just be sold just alone on the fingers, because damn, that is just awesome. Another thing, for those who are curious, here's actually the paint and colors and everything, what they look like. So they actually they decide what things should have an opaque, what things should have a metallic. I just really love how they show us all of these details behind the scenes. Thank you, Mega. This is one of the things I really respect about you. You actually bothered to show us the behind the scenes. So thank you. Here's another image showing you more of the behind the scenes detail. And you can see right there, look at that. You can actually see the back of the Flood figure. So it looks like that whole upper chest mold is actually like its own chest mold, which is interesting. One little thing to note, in game, the Halo Covenant Elite head molds are actually snapped backwards rather than they are facing frontwards here. No points taken off there. You customize it exactly the way you want to play it. And here's a close-up of what Master Chief looks like. Yada yada yada. Nothing too special except that Flood goo. Here's the Flood Juggernaut form. Nothing special here other than, hey, we get another Flood Juggernaut form again.
Not bad.
Here's another more detail showing you how the painting job is done. And here's showing you the backside. You can see right here looking on the back that it actually is its own new mold. I really like that. And also, based on this, they actually, for the instructions, I'm pretty sure this will be the same exact CGI they would use for the instruction, you can see exactly what I was talking about. The head is usually snapped back. Because that's what that Flood form infection does. Horrific shit. Whew. And speaking of horrific Flood, I actually did a custom with a Marine Flood figure. Definitely, if you're curious, check it out. Other than that, my comrades, I hope you've enjoyed this detailed analysis discussion about these awesome new flat figures. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of it. Other than that, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one, my comrades. Thank you for watching.